The most painful deaths caught on live stream.
The kick incident. On a breezy afternoon in August 2025, a 25-year-old kick streamer was invited backstage to a...
Jeez, I feel like Kick has died, hasn't it? It's like, except for making like the $100 million like thing to XQC, like I haven't heard of Kick for ages. Like, I feel like it's gonna fall off. Like, it's already has fallen off, but I feel like it's really gonna die in the next 10 years. Like, it was meant for like a replacement of like Twitch, maybe. But like, even you have to admit, it basically was a replacement of like Twitch, but has no rules with like gambling and stuff like that, which is kind of iffy because most people on Twitch are like around under 18. So yeah, I really think it just kind of flopped.
Wrestling event as a guest of the show. When the streamer showed up, a 39-year-old wrestler would see cameras and video recording equipment following the man and mistakenly think that he was another wrestler that was acting for a skit. The wrestler would jump into full-on acting mode. Upon interaction, the streamer would say that he doesn't know who the wrestler is, and the wrestler would take that as his cue to get into character. He picked up a canned beverage and smashed it on the streamer's head, leaving him completely baffled. The wrestler's partners would step in and immediately let him...
I mean, it's kind of common sense, like, unless the streamer was buff as fuck, like, it had to be a bad coincidence then, like, unless a streamer is buff as fuck, like, a boxing streamer to have a look, how are you mistaking them from? And plus, like, wouldn't you be able to tell if he's wrestling or not? Like, because, like, the outfit they would wear and stuff like that. Like, I feel like it's kind of obvious if someone's not a wrestler, just a normal Twitch streamer.
Know that the streamer wasn't a part of their wrestling set. Surprised and deeply embarrassed, the wrestler stopped playing as his persona and apologized to the streamer. And, reasonably enough, the streamer accepted his apology. The two shook hands, and the streamer...
Most painful deaths? This seems like a mild inconvenience. Sure, he got knocked in the face, but because it's wrestling and since Poe thought it's a skit, it was probably like a half-ass punch in the face of the can. Like, deaths? Mild inconvenience, more like it.
Would later on be invited by the wrestling crew to jump in the ring for a skit. They told him that he could pick up the wrestler and do one move on him to make up for what happened. And just like that, the beef was settled. That is, until you realize that the 25-year-old streamer was being watched by hundreds of people in his kick stream, and they all just witnessed the silly mistake on live camera. His chat began poking
Don't tell me they get to take a hit out on the wrestler.
Fun at him. They'd say that he got knocked out from a prop can, and then they'd begin asking the streamer...
Prop cam? I don't think so. Like, it would have been a can, but... if he picked up a random can, it was probably just like a half-ass, like, knock in the face. He probably fell over some prize. Like, it's probably a real can, but, like, most cans are pretty, like, unless it was, like, a full paint can, like, if it was a normal, like, soda can, you can bend those with your finger, so it's not really getting much pressure on your face.
Why he just sat back and let it happen. Together, his chat began calling him a coward, and something that starts with B and rhymes with glitch. And it didn't help that his father also egged him on by poking fun at how he was hugging a bunch of men in tights.
Hey, yo, did you get jumped by a bunch of dudes in tights?
You said what?
I looked at your stream, you were hugging on some dudes, some booty shorts.
I wasn't hugging on nobody. Fucking pro wrestling show.
L dad, to be truthfully honest. Like, if his dad actually encourages, like, what an L dad. Like, that's just some jackass shit, to be truthfully honest.
Tension slowly simmered in the wrestling arena as the night progressed on. The man began feeling a mixture of pride, anger...
Plus, one punch, like, he's sure, like, if someone can one-shot you if they hit you in the neck, a wrestler's buff as fuck. Like, a body shot is really not going to do much unless, like, it's a back of the neck chop, if you're lucky, that is. But most, like, bodybuilders have those fucking big ass, like, neck shoulder thingies, you know what I'm talking about, where it kind of looks like there's a smaller man into, like, a bigger man bodysuit. Like, those type, I'm pretty sure it's, like, traps or something. Those traps are fucking massive. Like, good luck karate chopping that. Like...
and the pressure of being watched by hundreds of people online. And as the verbal jabs continued, his restraint began to crack. After the wrestler got on stage and began his performance, the streamer would be given the signal to join in. He jumped into the ring and, fueled by adrenaline and rage, he lunged forward at the unsuspecting wrestler and lifted him off the ground by grabbing his legs. For a moment, he carried the...
How? Like, a big question. That streamer had to be buff as fuck. you're not lifting like a proper pro wrestler, but like let them do it for like aesthetics, since most wrestling's fake and stuff like that. Or WWE is, so it's probably half fake and stuff like that on wrestling. But like they get buff as fuck, 100% for the aesthetic as well. So, but muscle also weighs a shit ton. So, like, how you picking it up had to be adrenaline. Like to pick up, like in some cases, like some people can lift up cars because of adrenaline. Sure, like they're sore as fuck the day afterwards, but like there's no way he was pumped that full of adrenaline. He lifted someone up that's probably like double his weight.
Wrestler in the air. Everybody cheered and applauded the young man, thinking it was a part of the act. But in a moment, the tone shifted. While still carrying the wrestler in the air, the streamer would slam him onto the ground with such brutal force that it had instantly knocked the man out, without a moment to waste.
I'm pretty sure it's because all the force went to his neck. It's a really bad concussion, or he actually broke his neck.
The streamer hopped onto the man's body and began unloading a fury of punches.
Are we dead ass? He said sorry, bro. Like, you can blame the wrestler as much as you want, and like the chat was obviously dog shit, but like he said sorry if he thought you were part of like the actual like thing. Like, you see wrestlers start having beef when they're on camera because it's the act. Like they're probably chill as fuck in person, don't really mind each other. But as soon as they get on camera, they start making up fake beef with each other. So it's probably just that, like, and then you full wailing on him. Like, are we dead ass? He should go to prison. Like, that has to be a prison sentence.
To his face. The live stream kept rolling as the wrestler's body went completely limp, and the man continued punching his defenseless head. The crowd began screaming, and a group of wrestlers jumped onto the stage to subdue the streamer and kick him out of the venue. He let his emotions and a stupid live stream get the best of him. And now, because of that, this 39-year-old war veteran who used wrestling as a coping mechanism to fight off his PTSD was fighting for his life in a hospital bed. Within hours, the video had spread across the internet, shocking everybody who watched it. What was meant to be entertainment became evidence. What was meant to build reputation instead destroyed it. Despite fracturing his facial bones, losing multiple teeth, choking on his and suffering severe head trauma.
Fuck, look at his bones. Like, fuck, man. Like, how does he even live past this? Like,
I'm happy to announce that at the time of this video, Psycho Stu is seemingly in better condition now. The Facebook incident. On a sweltering afternoon,
Facebook. A Facebook live stream, maybe? A Facebook collab? I don't think so.
in May, a construction site was on the brink of collapse. Flames surrounded the site as workers clung to metal railings inside of the concrete building, and smoke curled from different directions. People became scrambled, abandoning their tools and blaring their alarms as a thick black smoke swallowed the building that they were working on. Many workers escaped the inferno, but inside, 2 men found themselves trapped.
Oh no, I've actually heard of this. And like the burning fire and stuff like that, one of the guys was like Facebook streaming and recording it and stuff like that. Fuck, imagine being a family member and seeing that.
Tried to escape the danger, but due to structural collapse and extreme heat blocking off their escape routes, they found themselves stuck. One of the construction workers thought quickly. He pulled out his phone from his pocket and started a live broadcast to call out for help. His words trembled with desperation.
No.
Behind him, flames flickered orange in the haze. Every cough, crack, and distant roar amplified the sense of impending doom. Viewers tuned into his livestream and witnessed the corridor ahead become consumed in flames, leaving behind no exit in sight. The other remaining workers that were trapped in the lower part of the building were rescued by fire crews. Ladders, axes, and officials all came clawing through flame to bring them to safety. They emerged splattered in soot with stained clothes,
Maybe not.
watering eyes, and burning lungs. But for the 2 construction workers on the
Okay, never mind. But like, apparently the fire was so bad on the top floors that like the CSFS and stuff like that, or the fire people, couldn't actually go up there safely because the building was about to collapse and like too much fire and stuff like that. Fuck. It would be so shit.
higher part of the building, they were still trapped. They continued to cry out for help on the live stream, but due to the amount of smoke that covered the building, visibility became impossible. The building was just moments away from collapsing.
Yeah.
So, depressingly enough, the fire crew decided to abandon their rescue mission for the last 2 men. It was just too dangerous. The men remained on livestream calling out for help, but in a split second, it ended abruptly. The building came crumbling down. Afterwards, investigators would later find that safety protocols were neglected, egress routes had been compromised, and the blaze had spread faster than anyone anticipated because of negligence. The livestream became immortalized as the two men's shocking last moments alive, but their legacy lives on in the loved ones they left behind.
Like, imagine, like, your family member, like, a day off, or maybe, like, in your break, you tune into, like, his video live stream, and it's just them dying. Like, holy shit, you'd need therapy after that.
May their souls rest in peace. The Instagram incident. On a warm September night in Buenos Aires,
I mean, Instagram allows a lot of slack. Like, I can understand Instagram live streams, but it's hard to, like, moderate a live stream quickly. Like, if someone dies, the live stream's going out in, like, a minute after people report it and stuff like that, if they do. But an Instagram post is iffy. You can see people, if you have your, like, your sensitive thing turned all the way off, where you can literally see people getting hit by cars and breaking bones pretty much every reel. Like, they're like Twitter with the moderation with, like, with shit. Like, they allow racism. They basically allow everything that's not allowed on YouTube. And Instagram is like the actual real, like, the real version of, like, Twitter. Like, it's just shorts, but equally as fucked as Twitter is basically.
Two young women and a teen accepted an invitation that promised them some quick money and fun. They received the message through a friend of a friend. Apparently, some people were willing to pay the girls to attend a private party. Delighted by the opportunity, the three ladies accepted. Later,
if you get invited to, like, a basically Instagram, basically celebrity, or not really celebrity, other, like, Instagram people's party, and their house looks like this, it's not it, man.
they would arrive at a quiet house in Florencio Varela. But unbeknownst to them, it'd be the last building they'd ever step in.
They get kidnapped or something.
What waited inside wasn't music, dancing, or partying, but rather a masked gang carrying ropes, weapons, and evil intentions. The girls were all accused of stealing something that didn't belong to them. It was a package of illegal items that seemed to carry more weight than their lives ever could.
They got basically set up. Their friends of the friend of the friend set them up so they can get away with it. That's cooked.
In the eyes of the men holding them hostage, they all brought out their phones and went live. 45 exclusive viewers joined in, and just like that, the infamous stream had officially begun. The gang shouted at the woman and told the viewers that this is what happens when people steal from him. The men then begun to beat on the captives, while also removing their fingernails from their hands. The beatings continued for a long period of time until they finally separated the three women and ended the stream. Days later, the house was raided. Beneath freshly turned soil in the men's backyard, police uncovered the three bodies of the women buried in multiple pieces. The stream had ended, but its echo spread across Argentina, igniting pure out.
They got set up. That's insane. Like, their friends with a friend knew that they were after them and decided to set them up so they can get away with it. Like, that's cooked.
Rage and grief. It was no longer just a crime. It became a symbol of how easily life, innocence, and dignity can vanish when cruelty hides behind a camera. Fortunately, however, the police have recently arrested the mastermind behind this atrocity. May these women's souls rest in peace. The Live Leak incident.
Oh no.
Friday afternoon in Christchurch,
Live Leak sounds like an old, like, streaming platform. It's gonna be someone live and just getting murdered or something.
Had just begun. The sun fell softly over the city as hundreds gathered at Al Noor Mosque, a place of peace, ritual, and routine. Across town, a man sat alone in his car, checking his weapons and pressing the streaming button to go live on Facebook.
Of course.
The broadcast began. He drove slowly toward the mosque, and when he stepped out, his camera followed. He placed his camera on his helmet and pulled out his weapon and began one of the worst known atrocities in New Zealand.
New Zealand?
Inside the prayer hall, shattering the calm.
I'm sorry, doesn't New Zealand have the same gun rules as Australia? Like, you're not allowed open, like, carrying then. Like, you have to get a gun license, and then there's protocols, like, how you can carry it. I don't even know if you can carry guns in, like, public in Australia. Like, if New Zealand has, like, proper gun rules like Australia does, how the fuck did he get a gun?
Worshippers panicked on camera and scrambled for cover in confusion.
Had to be from, like, the black market or some shit like that.
Little as 2 minutes, the live stream showed nothing but pure chaos. Corridors echoed with screams, doors slammed, and footsteps tried running to escape, but it would be to no avail. As worshippers ran out of the mosque and spilled out onto the street, the man walked back outside, reloaded his weapon, and fleeing. And then he drove off and arrived at a second mosque known as the Linwood Islamic Center. Depressingly enough, even more lives were taken at this mosque.
Bruh.
Well, that is, until a brave worshipper fought back. Abdulaziz attacked the man with nothing but a credit card machine while ducking and avoiding gunfire.
Sorry, man is like, what is, like, what the fuck? Oh, like, are we in, what's that show called? I don't know what the show is called, but like, what the fuck is, he's the main character. This guy is just the main character. With just a credit card reader, man was weaving bullets and basically shit on someone with an AK. What the fuck is this peak? Like, man's the main character.
Eventually, the brave man found one of the streamer's used weapons that he had discarded on the ground. He picked it up and chased the man away with it, and then he threw the empty weapon into the back of the man's car window, forcing him to flee.
He's the main
The
character.
day was finally saved as police officers later on arrested the man. But what was left behind was 51 human casualties,
Fuck.
a city in mourning, and a nation forever changed. The footage exploded all over LiveLeak, where it was re-uploaded numerous times.
Of course it
The
was.
situation was so bad that the entire website became blocked by the country's biggest internet providers. New Zealand made significant reform with laws aimed to specific weaponry. A man who attempted to become immortalized through
Maybe not. Maybe New Zealand doesn't have the same gun rules as Australia.
atrocity failed to realize that he only set the stage to show off the capabilities.
Honestly, I know a lot of people disagree with this take. USA shouldn't be open carry. Like, a lot of people say that it's freedom, fucking whatever they pull out their ass, but the only reason why there's so many school shootings is because you can pick up a gun from Walmart. Like, I think you should be able to have a gun, obviously. Like, not ban all guns. To be able to get a gun, you should have a gun license. You have to get a gun license. You can't open carry it. But, like, there's so many people that get in, like, even, like, I don't know how common this is, but road rage people. A decent amount of people just have a gun in their car. So if somebody approaches, they pull out the gun, maybe hit the trigger, boom, he's dead. Like, I don't think everybody should be allowed to have a gun. It will crack down on school shootings. So most people get their guns, like, most kids get their guns from their parents where they leave it in, like, not even a safe, in their drawer in their room. Like, it shouldn't be open carrying. It should be gun license, and there should be some limits where you can carry it in public. Like, in your car is fine, I guess. Just don't shoot on someone, obviously. But, like, just holding one around in public, like, that's just gonna go to shit if you get angry. Like, it should be the same gun rules as Australia, which is not open carry. You need a gun license to get one, and you can't get one from just, like, Walmart or some bullshit like that.
that human courage can excel to. Rest in peace to every one of these victims, and Abdul's actions has my deepest and most profound respect. We could all learn a thing or two from him. Anyways, with that being said, have yourself a happy day. Don't forget to start your 14-day free
W video, a very good talking hat video. If you do enjoy videos, subscribe, comment down below what video you want me to react to next, and that's me signing off.